Yo guys, my name is Lil Tomo, here again with another Sonic the Hedgehog Toy Item Collectible review. As we already know, this isn't Sonic, this is actually Tails, his companion. Just wants to prove to the world that he's as tough as Sonic himself. You draw a T in my eyes, Tails, but why? I figured I might as well do another review with a Sonic item simply because I don't actually have enough of other items. Well, I do have them, I just don't tend to review them as much because Sonic is primarily the thing that gets more or less released. But this is a little special occasion simply because I've had this for a while and I had it in my room and I said, you know what, let's mix it up a bit, you know, and just obviously go from there. This is, as you can probably read from the title and B from the looks of it, a pretty massive Tails money bank. There has been another iteration of this as made in my review previously, which is obviously you can check it out if you want to have a look at it. I personally think that one is a little more better than this one, but this one's more of an itemized sort of item. I'll explain a little more about that, of course, but let's get straight into it. Now, this item was pretty much interesting in the sense that it came in a little plastic. Now, I wouldn't go too crazy over this. You can't really choose or define the authentic, you know, how legit this plastic is, but it did come in it. So, disregard, that's as far as packaging goes. Now, I did purchase this from Malaysia, so there's a lot of warning signs right there about the whole bootleg and what's legit. Now, I don't know too much about this actual item to actually say A, if it's legit, or B, if it's a bootleg. Either way, in my personal opinion, there are some items out there that even if they are bootleg, the simple fact that they're not as common as the legit stuff would make them rare within themselves, in my personal opinion. I tend to think, okay, obviously if it's a bootleg that looks pretty, you know, messed up beyond recognition, you think, okay, that doesn't even look like Sonic, that doesn't even look like Tails, doesn't even look like anything. I'm just going to stay clear from it. But there are some items where, you know, I've reviewed it in my past videos where I had a more or less a bootleg item where it was like, you know what, it's a pretty decent, you know, collectible for anybody's collection. It isn't expensive and it's pretty decent. I think this might be one of them. However, this could be one of either. It could be legit, it could be a bootleg. But anyway, look, enough about that, and we'll have a more thorough look on this. This is, as you can imagine, a money bank. That's where the coin goes, and that's where the coin pops out. Now, if you zoom in close, or if I bring this in closer, you can see little dirt marks throughout the whole, I guess, face, which is, you know, to be expected. This is manufactured in 1992, if you can actually see properly. I don't know if you can. Okay, it's pretty faint in, but at the very bottom it says copyright Sega 1992. And to be honest, I do think this was more or less manufactured and released in 1992, simply because, well, he does look like more of the Tails from the past than he does from the future. So, future being like modern, which is alright, so it's pretty decent, I suppose. His eyes is extremely adorable. He does capture the hominess look and innocence of Tails when he first was more or less came out, which is something I thoroughly enjoy. You have his little weird little fringe there. I'm not a big fan of it. It looks like more of a tumor. It looks like a tumor. So Tails has a tumor. You have his little foxes, which is pretty adorable. You have obviously his smile. His smile looks pretty, I don't want to say the R word, you know, because people with disabilities might have an issue with that, but it looks pretty messed up, his smile. I don't know, it just looks off to me. You got his nose there, which is pretty right. You got his whiskers, which I think is pretty cute, pretty well designed. At the back, you just got his tails. I think his tails setup is by far probably the most adorable and well done setup, in my personal opinion, of this actual money bank. You have his hand over his heart for whatever reason. I don't know, he's saluting something, maybe. Worshipping a religion. Tails, why? I don't know. And you got his legs, and this is the one of the things that annoys me most. Over here you have his whole, admittedly this is a money bank, so everything has to be sealed up, but it still bothers me. This is obviously his hand, and it's actually covered up, and you got missing paint tabs, and you can obviously see from there. It looks like he's got added claws on his fingers. All his fingers have popped out of his actual glove, so it looks like he's kind of a rebel Tails, which in a way is pretty badass if you ask me, but it's there. And then you got his shoes, which is pretty much well colored and capturized, I don't know, I'm just making up words now, which do capture the actual essence of Tails' shoes, which I think is thoroughly cute. And at the bottom, I don't even, okay, this sticker came with it. I have no idea what that is. Maybe a self-authenticate, I don't know. Obviously, being any money bank of sorts, his thing can pop out and you can see the insides of Tails. He's a ginger without a soul. Oh my god. No. But yeah, it's pretty much adorable in that sense, so I can't complain too much about that. for the most part, it is a thoroughly cute design and well thought out more design. Now, like I said, I don't know enough about this to basically make that assumption if it's A, if it's a legit, or B, if it's bootleg. If somebody knows, please let me know. I'll be interested to know. Either way, it's one of those it's one of those items that I think it's, even if it is or it isn't, it's a nice display piece. It's about 12 inches. Come on, just obviously. Besides the 12-inch, was it the 12-inch? I think it's a 12-inch first for figurines. It's going to come out shortly. Oh, not shortly. I don't know when it's going to come out. They don't tell me. They just charge me and go, "Hey, we're going to be sending." I'm like, what? So there's that. And so this is just a nice look. It's extremely adorable. I think it's a very well thought out design, even if it's a bootleg. You know, there are some items that even if they're bootleg, they will. I think, and this is one of them, in my personal opinion. Personal opinion, mind you. Now for the prices, I initially thought this was a 12 centimeter figurine. I didn't realize it was a 12-inch figurine, and to my surprise, when I received it in the mail, I was like, what? Where do I put it in my room now? But anyway, so when as far as price goes, look, I had a bundle with the price. It's free shipping. I think I got this for about $150. Pricey, I know, even for a bootleg item. Why I paid that much? Well, I think the person had it for like $300. This $300, and it was apparently mint condition. The other one that they had for sale had a different button, which they promptly told me. So I went obviously for the mint condition one. Why not? And I did a best bid or best buy or best offer at $150, and the person just accepted it. So I was like, all right, that's 50% off. I can't bid further down. I'm gonna jump for joy. I don't know. So I picked this up and I was like, you know what, sweet, 150. You know, I have money, like I said, I have money to burn, so why not? So this is a pretty decent, nice pickup. And in terms of rarity, look, I can't really say, simply because I don't know enough information about this. Simply for whatever reason, I can't locate as much. Maybe I'm not looking in the right places. Who knows? In terms of rarity, look, I'm probably gonna have to give this maybe 6.5 stars, simply because, well, it's just, you know, it's not common, but it's common. Well, it's not even common. It's not even. It's kind of in the middle between common and rare. So 6.5 stars out of 10, I think that's more than reasonable. Simply because this is the only and ever time I've ever seen this figurine ever. And I searched various, you know, websites, auction houses, and all that sort of stuff, and to come across this, I think I caught a pretty sweet deal. And if this is a bootleg. Personal opinion, mind you, if this is a bootleg, there should be hundreds and thousands more of this. Pretty much like Jazzwares. Okay, Jazzwares isn't bootleg as such, but like, you get what I'm saying. Like, there should be heaps of them coming up, but this is the only popped up ones. I've never seen ever again. So I'm just like, you know what? It's probably legit. I'm gonna convince and deny myself and sleep and cry to myself to bed and say this is legit, and say that it is pretty much legit. It could be a bootleg. I doubt it, to be directly honest with you. I think it's more legit. I don't know. I have absolutely no idea, guys. I really don't. But it's a nice pickup nonetheless. I think, in my personal opinion, the other money back is better. This one's alright. It's still great. It holds on with itself. It's not bad. It's just doesn't hold up as well in the other one, in my personal opinion, of course. So yeah, as term of the manufacturer, I have absolutely no idea who manufactured this. As may mentioned, not enough info. Can't really say. In terms of release, I purchased this from Malaysia, and they saw some pretty legit stuff on their websites and their page. So it was pretty awesome, and yeah, it was pretty alright. So look, that's all that I can say about this item, and this is probably going to span even longer than 5 minutes, even though I thought this was going to span less. Who knows? I don't know. And guys, thank you once again for watching my videos and enjoying them, if you do enjoy them, and stay tuned for more videos. And if you want, you can request for certain characters, items to be reviewed. I do have them from, obviously, from the multiverse that they come from. If you have a request, just drop me a comment and then I'll pick it up, of course. And guys, thanks for watching, and speed on.